Good morning, everyone. I thought I'd pop in here. I'm just about to settle in for some laser coaching calls. But I have been studying a very powerful reading this morning, and I thought it was a great opportunity to just take a few minutes before I get on those laser coaching calls and check in and share, have you think about some things in your results, in your life at the moment, and how you can use this mental tool to really help you transform. So you will have heard me speak a lot over the last month or so. I've included it in a lot of my TIR Connect emails that you must think truth in the presence of circumstances. And thinking truth in the presence of circumstance is the most difficult, challenging, laborious work that you and I will ever do, which is why so few people do it. Most people think from circumstance. They are thinking and acting based on their present circumstances rather than thinking and acting from the place of your goal. So when we talk about thinking truth, we're talking about thinking from the place of your wish already fulfilled. Excuse me. Thinking from the place that you already have what you desire, that you already are that person, that your wish has already been fulfilled. And I really want you to pay attention to what you're noticing at the moment, and notice what you're noticing. Notice what you're emotionally involved with. Are you emotionally involved with your present circumstances, or are you emotionally involved with your goal? Because it's not enough just to be emotionally involved with your goal when you're sitting down doing your studying. You've got to really pay attention to this as you go about your day, as you go about the small habits and actions of your day, and driving your car and getting on calls with your clients or prospects or whatever it is that you're doing. Really notice what you're noticing. And it's in those moments that you're really going to become aware of where your mind is programmed, whether you're still programmed in circumstance or whether you're forming the habit, the discipline of thinking truth, thinking and being the person who already has their wish fulfilled. You're working on the assumption that it is already done, and therefore I can experience the thoughts, the feelings, and the actions that are in harmony with that. And then you need to think about your decision making, this mental art of decision making. I cannot emphasize how important it is that you learn and become disciplined with making decisions and taking action from the place of your goal, in service of the goal. What is going to be necessary for you to do? And make decisions from that place. Make decisions and take action from the place of your goal. And yes, it'll be uncomfortable because you're no longer permitting yourself to be trapped in your circumstance. You're no longer permitting yourself to be a prisoner of your own making, a prisoner of your paradigm, a prisoner of this paradigm that says you can't have it, or you can't create it, or you're not ready yet, or you don't have enough time, or you don't have enough money, or you're not confident enough yet. Where you are actually starting to practice that seventh level of awareness. We talk about it in the 7 levels of awareness mastery, where you actually think and act from the place of your goal, where you are totally in control and you no longer let circumstance hold you back. If you turn to page 19 of your participant's guide, never overlook the power of decision. It is fundamentally going to solve all of your problems for you, all of your challenges, if you will form the discipline and permit yourself to make decisions from the place of your goal, in spite of how logical, how many logical arguments your paradigm throws at you, how real your circumstances are. You have to be willing to do this. If you want to accomplish your C-type goal and get better results, you've got to be able to do this. Even if you just look at the first paragraph of this article, page 19 of your participant's guide, there is a single mental move you can make which in a millisecond will solve enormous problems for you. It has the potential to improve almost any personal or business situation you will ever encounter, and it could literally propel you down the path to incredible success. We have a name for this magic mental activity. It's called decisions. And it's not just the big decisions, it's the small decisions. It's making decisions moment by moment and measuring those decisions as to whether you're making them from circumstance or you're making them from the place of your goal. That's going to be the difference for you in 2019. That's going to be the difference between you accomplishing your goal with relative ease in a very short period of time, or whether you're still going to be here struggling to do this 12 months, 2 years, 3 years from now. It really comes down to decision. Decisions, or the lack of them, are responsible for the breaking or making of many a career. Individuals who have become very proficient at making decisions without being influenced by the opinions of others are the same people whose annual incomes fall into the 6- and 7-figure category. However, it's not just your income that is affected by decision. Your whole life is dominated by this power. I mean, really listen into this. The health of your mind and body, the well-being of your family, your social life, the type of relationships you develop, all are dependent upon your ability to make sound decisions. Take some time to review that article today. Really sit down with it, because this is going to be the difference between you getting what you want in 2019 or you missing the mark. It is going to come down to your decisions, whether you are making decisions from truth, from the place of your goal, and you're acting and fusing with the feeling and permitting yourself to grow to that next level, or whether you're going to continue to make decisions based on circumstance, make decisions and take action based on circumstance. In fact, I did a massive webinar for PGI for my role of regional director early on in the week. We had 500 people register for that webinar, and I shared a slide with everyone on that call, and it was around decision. And a quote from Bob, and he says, have you ever permitted yourself, or we create these mental start points and we think that it's better that I start next week or next month, or you've put off a diet, or you wait until the new year to do something. They're imaginary start points that we set for ourselves when we create, because that's what the paradigm does. It has us think logically. It has us rooted in circumstance every single day. And this is where mastery comes into it. This is where you being in control of you is going to make the difference in your life in 2019. Your ability to make decisions and think truth in the place of circumstance, and root yourself to your goal, that new frequency, that vibration. This is the effortless way. This is what we talk about when we talk about the effortless way. It's attention minus effort. It's focusing. It's making decisions. It's orientating yourself to that new level and not permitting circumstances to hold you back. And, you know, every moment of every day, you have an opportunity to make decisions that are in harmony with your goal, to make decisions that are going to serve you well, to make decisions to take action in place of circumstance. And that's the real difference. That's the real difference for you between you getting what you want this year or you missing the mark. It's your ability to make decisions and act from the place of your goal, and no longer be a prisoner of your own making. No longer let the paradigm hold you back, and really, really go for it and act as if. So I'm going to leave you with that today to really think about. Have a look at where your mind's been over the last month. Have a look at the decisions that you've been making. Have a look at what you've been getting emotionally involved with. And that's going to tell a very real story about where you're focused and where you're heading. And you make certain that you make some decisions today to change it, to course correct, to make a quantum leap. And you do that by changing some of the decisions and really, really getting tough with yourself and having a look at your C-type goal, writing out your C-type goal, and asking yourself, what can I do today to move me towards that goal? Because you can only act from the place of where you are, but you've got to make sure that you're thinking and acting from the place of your C-type goal. All right, that's it. That's it from me. Have a good day, and I'll chat to you all soon. Bye-bye.